Oh no.
No way!
It's not what you think.
Your hair, it's pink.
Keep your voice down.
It's like you're the lead character in some sort of anime.
What? This is not an anime!
I wonder if you're the main character, does that now make me the supporting male lead that will go on crazy adventures with you?
Are you even listening to me?
Oh, I wonder what kind of anime lead you are. Are you the time-traveling priestess destined to help save the feudal era? Or maybe you found a mysterious book that kills people when you write their names in it.
No!
Oh no, I got it! You're the magical guardian of love and justice, Sailor Moon!
Could you just listen to me for 1 second?
I see. Well, I'm sorry for spazzing out like that earlier. I just got really excited.
That's why I want to hide it. I hate being the center of attention. It's too much pressure.
Well, your secret's safe with me. Promise. I'm Robin, by the way.
Arbor.
So, what do you plan to do about your little situation?
I don't know. I just want to make it through the rest of the school year without any more problems.
Well, have you tried dyeing it?
What?
You know, hair dye, the chemical-filled bottles that change your hair different colors.
I know what hair dye is. I just didn't think of it before.
That should have been your first option.
I had a really long day yesterday, okay? 5th period is about to end. I better get back to class before Miss Garb sends someone out to look for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be let into the classroom at this point. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna keep wearing your wig loosely like that, then you should try using bobby pins to keep it in place.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I guess I'll see you around, Robin.
Likewise.
Is inherently condescending and paternalistic. And most importantly, is our inability to escape our biases a good excuse for not even trying? As usual, those aren't rhetorical questions.
Is your mom picking you up today?
No, she has a deadline tomorrow, so she's working.
Want to walk home together then?
Sure, I need to go into town anyway.
What for?
It's kind of a long story.
Wow. You just don't have much luck this week, huh?
Tell me about it.
It's a good idea, though. Hair dye could work. What color are you gonna try?
Just black. It's the easiest option.
Too bad. I like the pink. Are you coming in?
Not today. I want to try out this hair dye right away. But say hi to Aunt Erin for me.
Will do. See you at school tomorrow.
Bye.
Oh, hi again.
Need a ride?
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
Okay.
Someone coming to get you?
Now all I have to do is rinse out the hair dye and we should be good.
Walking? No offense, but do you even know your way around?
I take it didn't work then.
No, it just turned back to pink after I rinsed it. The black didn't even dull the color.
Maybe Robin was right. Maybe you've suddenly become the lead in some anime, and the only way to get your natural color back is to accomplish whatever goal the writer has in mind.
Don't even joke about that.
You know I'm only teasing. You know, I think the color suits you. The pink, I mean. It looks really nice.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up, Mina, but I think I'm going to go.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Night.
Good night.
Arbor, are you home?
I'm upstairs. Is something wrong?
Get down here.
What's going on?
Care to explain to me why there are black stains all over the bathroom?
Ooh.
Arbor?
I might have tried to dye my hair today, and it might have gotten everywhere.
And you didn't clean it up because?
Oh, would you look at the time? I still have homework to do. Lots and lots of homework. I'll see you at dinner. Love you. Bye.
Arbor, get back down here and clean up this mess now.
I did what I could. There's still some staining in the bathtub, though.
It'll be fine. We might just need to buy a good cleaner.
I'm sorry.
I said it's fine, hun. I just wish you told me before doing so. Sometimes you could just be so impulsive. It worries me. I'm making Hamburger Helper, your favorite. So mind helping me by frying the beef?
Okay.
Following quadratic equations for the factorization method. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. 2x squared plus 5. What the? Okay. Carry the 2 divided by 3, and then x equals 7! Yes! Booyah!
You forgot the negative.
What? Oh, why would you tell me that after I already solved the problem?
I'm not your babysitter.
Another conflict of interest?
Shh! Quiet! I'm trying to focus.
Not hard enough, it seems.
I hate you.
Love you too.
Jeez, you could cut this tension with a knife. What was that all about?
I'll tell you later, okay?
Okay.
You forgot the negative. Again.
God damn it! He said what? I swear to God, the next time I see that little rat, I'm gonna shove my foot so far up his—
Keep your voice down. People are starting to stare.
Well, let them! God, what an asshole!
That's a bit unfair. Don't you think? Mr. Sycamore was antagonizing him.
That's no excuse to treat someone like crap.
I know, but I still don't think it's fair.
Shh! There he is.
Don't you remember when you transferred?
Right, yes. I guess I try to forget that time of my life.
I get where you're coming from, Mina. I just don't think I can be around him right now.
Kinda hard when we share a class with him.
I'll just have to make it to the end of the semester without speaking to him. How hard could that really be?
Alright, class, now that everyone is split up into their groups, Mr. Garrett and I will be coming around and randomly assigning each group an emotion. It's up to you and the rest of your group to use that emotion and the surrounding nature as a writing prompt. It can
Why,
be
of all people, did I have to be grouped with him? Why is Robin here too? Isn't this all a bit too coincidental?
You can roam freely through the park, but try not to group together in one spot. Spread out. You have until lunch, so meet back at this spot by noon. And if any of you try to pull a fast one and leave, I'll gladly give you Saturday detention.
Think she'll be okay?
I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out soon.
So, I bet you didn't think we'd see each other again so soon now, huh, Pinky?
If I had known you were in Mr. Garrett's class, I would have brought a helmet.
Hey, I said sorry, didn't I?
Was that before or after you went on a rant about different types of anime?
Both.
Do you guys want to stop here? There's a creek here, so we can't really go any further without having to turn around.
Heck yeah. The creek can keep us nice and cool too.
It's autumn.
Don't ruin my dreams.
What dream? To catch a cold before Thanksgiving?
You're such a party pooper, you know that?
You're an idiot.
Oh no, my feelings.
Are you two done yet?
Finally, he smiles. I was beginning to think you were also a stick in the mud.
Are you trying to indirectly call me one too?
If the shoe fits.
As amusing as this argument is, I'd like to maintain my grade point average, and we don't have all day.
Right. Sorry.
What was our word again?
Astonishing.
What does that mean exactly?
Surprising.
Extremely surprising. Or impressive.
It could also mean amazing, depending on the context.
Nerds.
I don't know what we're supposed to find surprising in a public park, Snake!
Wait, V, we're supposed to stay with our groups. You guys stay here. I'll
Wait,
go
you
get it.
can't just... Crap. What am I supposed to do now? This day get any worse.
Hey, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for the other day. I shouldn't have yelled at you. And thank you for helping.
Well, at least you know how to apologize.
Isn't this the part where you thank me for the apology?
I'll let you know when you've earned one.
I guess I deserve that.
You do.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Should we be concerned with those screams?
I'm not paid enough to care.
Oh.
They're not true, you know.
What isn't true?
The things people have been saying about me.
I actually haven't really heard any.
Oh.
But I've pieced together that everyone, including teachers, seem to think you're a delinquent of sorts.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Well, if the rumors aren't true, what is?
We're back! What did we miss?
You guys can't go running off like that.
I'm sorry, I just hate snakes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am now.
Then it's okay. But we need to get to work on this project.
Okay.
I'm bored.
Nothing even remotely astonishing has happened since the snake showed up.
Maybe your shrieking scared everything else away.
Hey!
Just saying.
Maybe the problem is sitting around and waiting for something exciting to happen.
She's got a point. We've been here for almost an hour and have nothing to show for it.
Except the snake.
We are not writing about that slithering thing.
Maybe we should take a walk and look at the rest of the park. I'm sure we'll find something.
It's better than just sitting here.
Be careful!
Watch out!